Good morning. I'm glad that you're here. I'm in the kitchen this morning, and what I'm going to do, I bought some turkeys or turkey breast at Walmart on sale. Guess they're getting rid of the turkeys they had from Thanksgiving. They were frozen. I unthawed them. Let's see, this is a Genio turkey. This is 1.5 pounds. And it was only $3.13. So for 1.5 pounds of turkey, I'm going to go ahead and fix these turkeys today. I've got this one. I'm going ahead and taking it out of the wrapping. I'm going to put it in my roaster I've got over here, my roaster oven that I've got right here. I've put some butter and coconut oil in here. I'm going to put my turkeys in. I'm going to cook both of them at the same time. I'm cooking them ahead so that I'll have them for later this week. Cooking them ahead so I can use them for meals. And got them at a great deal, so they'll be the main meat element that we have in our menu this week. And so I just thought they were a great deal. I thought I'd share it with you. And we'll go ahead and get those cooking. And I've got a lot of work to do. I have moved the plants out of the kitchen area, the dining area over here. And so that's been a thing. I'll share that with you as soon as I get that all cleared up. I've took the shelf out. I was going to put another shelf there. But once I took that shelf out, I liked the space so much that I didn't want to put anything back. I wanted to just keep the space. And so here it is. I've got a lot of space here now. I'm not going to put the plant shelf back. I'm just going to leave the two doors open where I can get out easily. Now, of course, this ensued that once I got that shelf out, I had to clean out that pantry. And that's how it goes here. Once I get started on one thing, I have to pick up and do another thing. And of course, so I drag everything out of that pantry. I've got storage stuff here that goes back in there, and I've got to get that done today. But I thought I'd get these turkeys. I'd go ahead and get these turkeys going in the cooker. I would go ahead and get them going so that I could have at least a meal plan started. You know, my grandma always said if you don't do anything else, she had 10 children, and she also took on one another. That was my great-grandma. That was my mother's grandma, her daddy's mama. So my paternal grandparent, it's my maternal grandmother. She had the 10 kids and took on another to raise. And she always said, the first thing you do when you get up in the morning, when you plan your day, is go ahead and plan the meals. And then if you don't get nothing else done that day, at least you've got everybody fed. And that's a big deal when you got that many kids. I don't have that many children. I've got 3 grown children who have moved out and have families of their own, homes of their own. And I have 6 grandchildren that I do keep. But I do have to plan meals for me and Donald and those 6 grandchildren that come and stay during the week. And so I thought this turkey breast would be good. We'll probably start out by just having a turkey meal with sides. Then we'll have turkey sandwiches. And then I'll make soup, turkey soup. So we've got a lot going on here today. And I'm going to go ahead and get these turkeys in this roaster, get them cooked up so I'll have them on hand. Now, we love turkeys. We love it for Thanksgiving, and we also love it for eating throughout the year. So we'll buy turkeys if it's available all through the year. Now, I try to get a few of these turkeys and put them in the freezer when they go on sale like this. And they they just go so far. This right here is just, you don't see any legs. It's just the turkey breast. There's no wings or legs. And that's a perfect part of the turkey. That's perfect. That's the main meals. And so this will make a lot of meals for us this week on our menu. Now, these little turkeys right here, let's see, this one was priced a little bit different. It was $4.24. Tells you how many. It's 1.5 pounds. So So this will be 3 pounds of turkey that I have in both of these turkey breasts. That's a lot of meat. Now, I like a Jennie-O turkey. That's the turkey I would buy if I was buying Thanksgiving. Of course, I'd buy a whole turkey with legs and everything. Now, these turkeys don't have a giblet pack. Giblets are, you know, the parts of the organs that you can eat from a turkey. So when you buy a big turkey, you'll get a giblet packet in there. And a lot of people use this to make gravy growing up. Now, I'm not a fan of giblet gravy, believe it or not. I love organs, and I realize how good organ meat is for you. It's not that I don't like the organ meat. It's just the giblet gravy and the stuffing, which many people love. You know, wouldn't be Thanksgiving without it. In the Appalachians, the giblet gravy was the bomb diggity. I like just the gravy that's made from the broth after cooking the chicken. So I make my own gravy. I don't include the giblet gravy packet that you get right here. You don't get the actual organs that you do in a big full turkey, but you do get that little gravy packet. And I never use that little gravy packet. I freeze it and I give it to somebody that enjoys it. I'm just going to put them in this roaster side by side here. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on them and a little bit of seasoning. Now, you could turn these over breast side down if you wanted to, however you wanted to cook them. These usually turn out pretty moist. And I'm going to cook a few meals ahead here. I'm going to take these put them in this Walmart packaging. Now you can take these right here and wash them. My little grandson loves to play with them as nets for his dinosaurs. You know, you just wash them really good in soap and water. Or you can also bundle them up and tie them up in a way that you have a pot scrubber with them. You can reuse these, recycle them, give them more than one use. That's something that you're interested in. You just have to cut off all these tags. But I throw all this stuff that's needs to be thrown away. Wash all this stuff down. Sorry, I forgot to pause that. Left you laying over there while I was bagging up the trash. So this would be the little scrubber you would be making from this. Made out of the same material. This might have a little bit more abrasion. It's got some little knots on it. Now this right here has a staple in it. You can cut that staple out. You see right here and right here. So if you use this and you want to use it on a Teflon or any kind of material where you would not use a metal spatula, then you want to cut these little staples out that held the thing together and held the tag on it. But if that doesn't matter to you, then you can just go right ahead. You can just go right ahead, put these two together like this, and just kind of wind them up and tuck them in to each other. And when you scrub, you've got this right here, which looks very much like this right here. And both of these scrubbies, the one that I purchased in a pack and the one that I made, are about the same size, made out of about the same kind of material. And you're getting an added bonus. You're getting to use this little thing like a scrubber until it just collapses, and all you have to do is throw it away. Just like you do this one. It'll last for about the same amount of time. And of course this one was free. And this one, I had to pay for it. So there we go. I wanted to share that with you. Now I've got my gravies here. This is the gravy packet that came in with the turkeys that I won't be using, but I am going to put into a baggie and save and give to my friend, a family member who's also a friend that loves to make gravy with these. Because, you know, once you learn to make your own gravy, you don't really need anything else. But, you know, you might use these in a pinch. If I have a Every Bit Counts challenge with Jessica from Three Rivers, I might use these gravies myself if my friend doesn't pick them up in a timely manner, you know. Then I will probably go ahead and just use these myself. But I'm going to put them back in the freezer. They're still got little frozen chunks in them. I'm going to go ahead and spray this area down with Clorox. You know, just a Clorox spray that kills germs. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the freezer. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil on these turkeys. I'm using avocado oil, but you use whatever kind you want. Whatever oil you usually use in your cooking. And then I'm going to take some just homemade spices that I put together. Just a spice blend. And I'm going to sprinkle over these turkeys to give them some flavor. Just some garlic powder, some of the different spices that we really like to taste in poultry. Then we'll let these cook. I'm going to cook them on maybe 325 for maybe 2 hours, around 2 hours. Then these will be done. Have them for lunch and have them for supper tonight. Got a correction to make. These two turkeys right here are not 1.5 pounds each. I caught my mistake, and I thought I've got to add a correction in here. This one bigger one that you see on the right, that turkey's it's over 9 pounds. This one right here is over 6 pounds. So there's more than 15.5 pounds of turkey in this roaster. I just went ahead and said 1.5 pounds because that's what was on that tag. It was 1.5 pounds per serving. And I didn't take a minute to think about what I was saying. And that happens sometimes when you're doing YouTube. You're trying to think of a lot of things all at once. And that's what happens. And I wanted to share with you my fingernails. My fingernails are looking terrible. You know, I don't like my fingernails to be dirty. But I was cleaning all this silver. I've got a thing of old silver that I keep in whenever I have any kind of dinner or anything. I like to use this silver plate. It's antique and it's beautiful and I love the patina on it. But you know, I have to clean this. So when I cleaned out this closet, I went ahead and cleaned all of that silver and it left a black residue on my nails. My nails are stained for a few days and until I can have time to do a manicure on myself. But that's what did it. There's the culprit. Is this this antique silverware that I've picked up over the years, piece by piece. You know, it's really beautiful. I've got it in this bag so that it doesn't tarnish as easy. So otherwise I would take it out and show it to you piece by piece, but I've already got it wrapped up in there and I don't want to have to open it up again. If you wrap it up in a plastic bag, it'll keep them from tarnishing as fast. Here are all of my plant babies. I've already had my daughter. She came and picked. She took the 4-foot Hoya that I had. I had it propped up right here. I showed it to you many times when I showed you my plants. Here are my other plant babies that I am going to find homes for, because you know it's too cold to put them outside. They'd never make it. I've got this beautiful well-finned snake plant. I may put that downstairs and keep it because that's pretty. And, you know, they're just like babies. This orchid Donald gave me for my birthday last year. It's still living. It has bloomed twice, and it would probably bloom again with the proper care. I've got a lot of plants, but I got to rehome them because, you know, they just took up so much room in that dining area that it was invading on our natural use of our dining area. So I'm giving all of these away to friends and family. They'll be here to get them, and that'll help me out a lot. Here's my little granddaughter's monkey. The arms had came off of it. It wasn't well made, and she likes to shake them. So I sewed the arms back on it for her. I've got it here. When she gets here, she'll be happy. I am going to throw my shoes on and go out here and pull the garbage can back up to the house. It's a cool, crisp day. The birds are singing like it's spring. It's not spring, and it's kind of overcast today, not real sunny. The trash pickup did happen. They got the garbage today, so that's a good thing. I like to get my can pulled up as soon as they empty it. And then on the way back from putting the trash can where it goes, we can look and see what's going on here. We've got some crocus. A few of them are blooming. I haven't been out to get any compost out here because, you know, the little snows that we had hindered that. But there's some little crocus coming up. They're always a welcome sight. They're always so cute. One of the first things that comes up here in my area are these crocus. There's a yellow one, mainly purple. And of course they're spread out around the daffodils and the tulips. And then here's that one little daffodil. It's not quite coming out the right way, but it has stuck in there. It lasted and hung in there through those snows. And there it is, in all of its little glory. It's beauty in the garden this morning. There are camellias that are drying up. You can see they're turning a little brown here. And then, of course, there's the new buds that have not bloomed out yet. There will be plenty of camellias this year. This thing really showed off this year. It was just blooming, and it usually does. It blooms through the ice and it blooms through the snow. What a treat. Still got to do garden cleanup. I had to let it snow sign out. My little snowman, I put him back up. And I'm going to go ahead and put this wreath up today because we still might get more snow. You never know around here. It has snowed plenty in March, in February and March. It's nearing the end of February, but we've had plenty of snow in February and March. So I could leave these out. In all honesty, it would be all right to leave them out because we could get more snow. But I'm going to go ahead and put them up, and I'm looking for spring. The birds are singing, and it just feels like it's time to get ready for spring, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have some, you know, I don't do a whole lot of major decorating for spring, but I am going to do some little touches around the house to enjoy spring. Those are coming up. You'll see them in my videos soon. Thank you for joining me today, and like always, until next time.